with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land where I'm bound. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land. There'll be justice in that land where I'm bound. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land where I'm bound, where I'm bound. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land. There'll be singing in that land where I'm bound. canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar una canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar, 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 con una voz cantar, 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 con una voz. Cantar una canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar una canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar, 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 con una voz cantar, 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 con una voz. Sing alleluia, alleluia, alle, alle, alleluia. Sing alleluia, alleluia, alle, alle, alleluia. Cantar una canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar una canzone allegre, sing alle, alleluia. Cantar, 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 con una voz. Cantar, 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 con una voz. Sing alleluia, alleluia, alle, alle, alleluia. 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 Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land.
Good morning. All right. It's great to see you all. We begin our time together by greeting each other and welcoming each other back into this wonderful space. Let's turn and greet our neighbors in person and online.
Welcome to this place. You're invited to come and take your place. All are welcome to grow in love and grace. 'Cause everyone is welcome here. All are welcome in this place.
Thank you, choir. It's a beautiful rainy day at Cedar Lane Unitarian Universalist Congregation. What a beautiful way to celebrate water ceremony. The whole universe is celebrating with us. Cedar Lane Unitarian Universalist Congregation is a community where love works. I'm Abhi Janamanchi. My pronouns are he and him. One of the ministers serving this religious community with my colleagues, the Reverend Dana Edwards and Reverend Ali Casey Bell. I am a short, cisgender Indian male in his 50s with dark hair and a graying mustache. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your beliefs, your sexual orientation, gender identity, documentation status, and disability, and wherever you're joining us from in person or at home, you are welcome here. A very special welcome to all those who are new to Cedar Lane this morning. If you're joining us for the first time today or still feel new and you are here in person or you're joining us online, please introduce yourselves. Just raise your hand for a moment so we can see and welcome you. Welcome. We're so glad you're here with us. Thank you for taking the time and taking a risk to join us. You're invited to complete the newcomer form that is being linked in the chat and is also available here for you to fill out. And also our weekly e-newsletter is a great way to stay updated about all the happenings at Cedar Lane. And you can sign up through the link on our website's homepage, cedarlane.org. Our pastoral visitors are an extension of our ministry team. And Tim Persons is our pastoral visitor here. And Tim is in person here. Sorry, couldn't resist him. Thank you for your ministry. We also have pastoral visitors online who are available to support you. And we also have some creative learning, creative listening things that are in the back. If any of you, adults and children, if you'd like to, please feel free to pick them up during the service. As we gather to worship this morning, we acknowledge that Cedar Lane Unitarian Universalist Congregation is located on the ancestral lands of the Nacotchtank people, part of the Piscataway group of tribes, and on the land on which enslaved African people and their descendants labored and lived without choice or reward. We honor with gratitude the land and the people who have labored and protected it through the generations. And we gather in gratitude for all who have gone before us, whose love and sacrifice help create and sustain the mission and ministry of our religious community. In this spirit, we gather. In this spirit, we begin again.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm the Reverend Dana Edwards, and my pronouns are she and her. I am a short, middle-aged white woman, cisgender white woman, wearing a black robe with a blue stole and short, curly brown hair. We are here. We are here with the whole of our community. Everyone, every age, to worship, to flow with our singular lives into the great common stream of our beloved community. Shaped by the currents of story and silence, ritual and song, with hearts come home to this place, we pray. East, south, west, and north encircle us as we are. Rekindle the flame of this religious community. May it be so.
Good morning. My name is Melissa Reichley. I'm the worship associate for today's service. My pronouns are she, her. I am a short, middle-aged woman with reddish-brown hair, and I'm wearing a blue-green top and a greenish sweater and black pants. As the Santo Domingo family comes forward and kindles the chalice, please share in the chat where you're lighting your chalice from. And please rise in body and our spirit to share our chalice lighting words. There you go. We gather as many drops, each winding our own path down life's surfaces and ruts. Here we pool together as a single, glowing together for a time. Together we're a stream, at times even a river. For with our shared force, we can travel toward oceans of community and seas of connection. Let us sing hymn 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
I love that line, don't be afraid of some change. You know, it used to be metaphorical, now it's a little literal. I mean, look at this. All the changes that we are going through and going through as a community together. Welcome again. It's great to see you all. There are just a few things to lift up this morning, most of them about today. We have lots going on after the service. You may have witnessed some mural art and chalk, sidewalk chalk art when you walked in. You're welcome to participate in those after the service. We have them set up, so please feel free to fill in and create these beautiful art pieces that we're hoping to display in our space as we go through this time. And there's also something else, right, Reverend Dana, afterward that will be parked right outside? So we will have an ice cream truck afterwards. How many of you like ice cream? All right, on a rainy day? Excellent. So you can have ice cream and then go home and have lunch. So it's free, and I think people were handing out tickets, but if not, just grab a ticket and some ice cream afterwards. And if you would like something more than ice cream, our scones ministry is beginning their ministry today. And today they have scones and banana bread. And it is delicious, I tell you. If you haven't had those, today is the day to try. And we will also have coffee. So our coffee ministry is also underway. Thank you, Ann Brady, for saying yes to my call last Sunday that we needed people to sign up to serve coffee. Thank you. So scones and banana bread will be available for a love offering. If you're able, just join us. We will have fun and fellowship outside afterwards. And this year, we're introducing a wonderful leadership opportunity for youth and young adults, ages 16 to 21, the Cedar Lane Fellowship Program. This is a wonderful leadership opportunity in which you will be able to deepen your faith while also serving our faith community. If you're interested, I think today is the last day to sign up. Please reach out and speak to Reverend Dana, and she would be happy to answer any questions. We would love to have some of our youth and young adults join us on this new program that we are introducing. And you can also apply online. You can find the link in the chat and also in our e-news. Later this week, the Alliance Group is beginning their programming with a brown bag luncheon, Usually they feed us such delicious food, but because we are in construction mode, you bring your own food. But you can lunch and listen to Montgomery County Council member Kate Stewart on Thursday, September 14th at noon in the Chalice House. And next Sunday, in honor of the Hispanic Heritage Month, we are doing a diapers and formula collection September 17th, partnering with Food Justice DMV to provide diapers and formula to over 2,000 immigrant babies in our community. So please bring diapers sizes 5, 6, or baby formula to the driveway at the front of the building. There are signs here and outside that give more information. I thank you for participating in this important effort. And now let us move into the space of naming and sharing the joys and sorrows of our community and beyond.
Each time we gather for worship, we set aside time to expand the caring ministry of this congregation. Together, we recognize the cycle of life and death, the circle of love, compassion, and witness that is at the heart of this religious community. Within our Cedar Lane community, we celebrate with longtime member Ralph Petersberger, who celebrated his 90th birthday on August 28th. And Ralph and his wife Helen celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary in July. Our caring extends beyond Cedar Lane to others whose lives are lost and whose lives are impacted by war, violence, calamities in our nation and our world. Our hearts are with everyone in the midst of hurricanes, wildfires, floods, record heat waves caused by the climate crisis. We hold in our hearts today the people of Morocco who are reeling from devastated 6.9 magnitude earthquake yesterday that killed more than 1,000 people and caused widespread damage. May these, our friends, our companions in the world, and all the joys and sorrows we hold in our hearts be held in the embrace of prayer and silence.
Would you join me now in the spirit of prayer, reflection, and meditation? Inviting our mind, body, and spirit into this space, made sacred by our presence and the presence of the Holy, known by many names and beyond naming. Let us pray. Spirit of life, come unto us. Help us each remember that we are inherently born into beloved community. Sing in our hearts all the stirrings of compassion, so we take quiet time to listen to our hearts, to breathe, and to rest amidst the great turnings. Move in the hand, rise in the sea. Help us open our hearts to all that is holy everywhere, every now. Open ourselves to life, even in our sorrow and our grief, our fear and our pain, for this too shall pass. Giving life the shape of justice, so today and every day we boldly, courageously side with love. Roots hold me close, wings set me free, so today and every day we feel the renewal that can be reborn in us. And like the paramecium, exchange and share it with each other and with this world which needs more than ever to be renewed as well. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me, come to me. Shalom, salam, Om Shanti. Amen. Blessed be. As we enter the silence together, those who are mourning the loss of a loved one, or marking the anniversary, the loss of a loved one, or holding someone in remembrance, you are invited to rise in body and or in spirit, or share their names in the chat, or speak their names into the silence. May it be so. Blessed be. Invite us to sing Spirit of Life 123 in the gray hymnal.
This is the time in our flow of our morning celebration where members and friends offer their gifts of substance to the circle of our mutual benefit. For a congregation is a community of people who agree to make it so, not some abstraction far away. When we give, we receive too, for all good gifts make a circle and come back around again and again. Our Share the Plate offering will support Action in Montgomery, also known as AIM. AIM is a broad-based, multiracial, multi-faith community organization rooted in Montgomery County's neighborhoods and congregations. Since 2000, AIM has built citizen power by developing leaders and connecting individuals in congregations, schools, and neighborhoods to work together to make our county and our state a better place to thrive. And one of AIM's members, Diane Yanches, has been working very hard on a multitude of projects with AIM, and she's here to speak with us about what the good work they've been doing. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, thanks. Yeah, good morning. I'm Diane Yanches. My pronouns are she and her. And is there feedback here? Today we share the plate with Action in Montgomery. And as Dana said, it is a broad-based community organization that's been around since the year 2000. And Cedar Lane has been one of the founding members or the founding supporters of AIM and has been supporting it through all of its actions over the years. So building on 2 decades of community organizing in Montgomery County, AIM is now spearheading the formation of a statewide organization that will build power to create change in Maryland. They're building forces with sister affiliates in Baltimore, Howard, Anne Arundel, and Prince George's counties to take on issues that impact Marylanders, including equity in education, police reform, jobs, the environment, affordable housing, and comprehensive regional transportation. Recently, AIM's local impact has included expanding after-school programs, expanding dental care for adults, police reform, and rent stabilization. On a personal level, my work with AIM has been one of my most fulfilling volunteer experiences, beginning with tutoring in Excel Beyond the Bell, and then helping shepherd the replacement of a crumbling, pest-infested South Lakes Elementary School so children could have a safe place to learn. We're continuing to bring attention to the need for universal pre-K. And in the past year, and this is a really big deal, this is what Dana was referring to, we work with the county council to bring about rent stabilization to protect the tenants in Montgomery County from exorbitant rent increases. That's the big deal. So anyway, there are opportunities for you to become involved with AIM. You can become part of the Cedar Lane AIM team, and today you can share the plate. I thank you for contributing to and for supporting AIM.
You can give by text by texting CLUUC and the dollar amount you would like to give to 73256, or you can give online or on PayPal or by mailing a check to the church or by placing your gift in the offering plate. However you choose to give, we are thankful for your generous support. The offering will now be gratefully given and received. May it be so.
Cleanse all the loneliness and fear.
May we be grateful for all that we bring and share to make this a beloved community. We have a story.
We do. It's a good one.
It is a good one. It's an old story. It's a wisdom story, so it has some wisdom in it. So, you guys ready? Let's see if you can find that thing. Long, long ago, there lived in India a water bearer whose job it was to haul water from a stream uphill to the house where he worked many times a day. So he had a bamboo pole that extended on his shoulders, and on either side were two big pots, clay pots of water that he had to carry. It was hard work. And to do this work, the two large pots that the water bearer had hung, and they would be carried all the way up the hill, balanced over the top of his shoulders.
So the two pots were identical. And I don't know, Abhi, but I imagine they were probably like this big, right? So they're not like little pots, but they're like big
No, I mean,
pots.
Yay big.
Yeah, so you
With
could...
a circular top.
Right,
Yeah.
so it would stay in there, so the water would stay in there. You need to have a big one, so less trips back and forth, but you also don't want it to spill out, right?
That's right.
So the two pots were identical, but one of them had a small crack in it.
It was a crack pot.
It was a crack pot.
Not a crack pot.
Right.
A cracked pot.
Right.
Right.
He's been waiting for that line. So with every trip up the hill, the cracked pot lost half of its water, while the perfect pot delivered the full portion. So for 2 years, this went on daily, with the bearer delivering only 1.5 pots full to the owner's house.
That's right. Now, the perfect pot was so proud and full of itself about its accomplishments, and this pot loved to brag and gloat about them. And the pot also was somewhat mean, It liked to point out to the cracked pot how flawed it was. So the poor cracked pot was ashamed of its own imperfection, and it felt miserable that it was only able to accomplish half of what it had been made to do.
Yeah, and one day, unable to bear the shame any longer, the cracked pot spoke up to the water bearer by the stream.
It said, "I am ashamed of myself, and I really want to apologize to you for what I am not doing."
Why? Asked the water bearer. Why? What could you possibly be ashamed of?
The pot replied, I've been able for these past 2 years to deliver only half my load because of this crack in my side that causes water to leak out every time you carry water from the stream. And because of my flaw, you've had to work so hard, twice as hard, and you don't get full value for your efforts.
Well, the water bearer listened and looked upon the pot with compassion. And he said, "As we return to the house this time, my dear cracked pot, I want you to pay attention to your side of the path."
And indeed, the pot paid attention to what was on its path and took notice of the sun warming an array of beautiful wild flowers. And it felt cheered a bit. But at the end of the journey, the pot, being who it was, once again felt miserable for having leaked half of its load and once again apologize to the water bearer for its flaw.
The water bearer said to the pot, "I don't think you understand what I was trying to show you, my sweet, dear cracked pot. Did you notice that there were beautiful flowers only on your side of the path?
Really?
And not on the other pot's side? That's because," the water bearer continued, "I always knew of your flaw. And I took advantage of it by planting flower seeds on your side. And every day, while we walk back and forth to the stream, you watered them. Now, I could have crafted a new pot, but because of your flaw, you and I, together, have been able to grow beautiful flowers and bless many tables. Without you being just the way you are, we would not have been able to add more beauty to this world."
So the cracked pot was really happy and realized that despite its flaw and because of its flaw, it was able to bring more beauty and more joy into the world. So that's the story. And the message is, we are all cracked pots. We all have our own unique, beautiful, sometimes quirky flaws. And in God's great web of life, nothing goes to waste. So don't be afraid or ashamed of your flaws. Acknowledge them, and you too can be the cause of beauty. And know that in your vulnerability lies your strength. Reverend Dana, yesterday the board had their retreat,
Really?
and it was facilitated by one of our members, Sri Seshadri. And in the course of the retreat, he shared something that I think fits well with this story. Sri said, "Your mess is your message."
Yep. That's my favorite saying.
Isn't
I love
it?
that saying.
Your mess is your message. Let's say that together. My mess is.
My message. Yes.
Let us rise and sing. There is a river flowing in my soul. Today, across many Unitarian Universalist congregations all over the United States and Canada, people are coming together to share in this ritual of ingathering, the water ceremony. The water ceremony was introduced to our movement many years ago as part of a women's retreat that gathered and celebrated it as a way of celebrating their time together, and it became an important ritual that continues to this day. So many will come, have come, from north, south, east, and west, and so we are here at the beginning of a new congregational year as we all flow like streams into the great river of the coming year to this deep, deep place, a center of life and love. And to celebrate our coming together, we symbolically gather the waters of the world to renew and replenish our spirits and merge them together. And let the congregation say, we are the stream of life.
We are the stream of life. From the oceans of the world, we bring these waters. They have been to the depths of the earth and crashed with the surf on countless beaches. We have been drawn to the rhythm of their waves. You have felt fear in the presence of their power and awe and wonder at the mystery of their ways. And the congregation says, we are the stream of life.
From the rivers of the world, we mingle these waters. They have flowed swiftly and endlessly from the beginning of time. These river waters at rest nurture all life, but when aroused, they become raging torrents that which have created and nourished.
The congregation say,
we are the stream of life.
From the lakes of the world, we bring these waters to mingle. Their still beauty reflects the sky, shaped from glaciers and rivers and springs and oceans of times past. The lakes remind us that we too are reflections of times long past. And the congregation says,
we are the stream of life. From the streams and the springs and the aquifers, whose waters renew the rivers, the oceans, the lakes, and our homes, we bring these waters. Emerging from the earth, they give promise of new energy, new life. Imagine the music they sing as they bubble up and flow out of the earth to mingle and nourish life. And we are the stream of life.
Now, you were all asked to bring a small container of water to this service. I'm sure every one of you brought water. But if you didn't remember to bring water, you can use the water here in these pitchers that we have for you. And for those of you who are joining us online, we will place some water in the community bowl on your behalf as well. So, when you come forward, and the music will guide us for our coming forward, as a family of many or one, if you wish to, please name the place where the water is from. And also, after we pour the water here, we're going to circle around this sanctuary amidst all the rubble and the concrete and the dust and the wires and everything. We will find a space to really rise and stand together as we are able as a community. So, that's the drill. Now, I invite you to just take a few moments to reflect and come forward row by row when the music begins.
of this land. May the river flow through us, cleansing greed from our hands.
May this
We
body
are
be a
born from the
bridge
water.
for the
We
healing
are
of this
made from the
land.
land.
May the
Teach
river
us,
flow
oh
through
grandmother,
us, cleansing
to bring
from our
peace to this
hands.
land. We are born from the water. We are made from the land. Teach us, oh great mother, to bring peace to this land. We are born from the water. Ooh, oh, we are made from this land. Ooh, oh, teach us, oh great mother. Ooh, oh, to bring peace to this land. Ooh, oh, may this body be a bridge for the healing of this land. May the river flow through us, cleansing greed from our hands.
Blessed be this water, the wellspring of our lives. Blessed be this vessel, this beloved community. And blessed be this new year we begin together. May this water wash away our fears and our bitterness and wear away our rough edges. And some of us have a few sharp edges as well. May it quench our thirst and refresh us. May it ease our pain when we are broken. Let it be a libation for joy and laughter. Let it be the sacred link of our communion. May all be well. May all be peaceful. May all be whole. May no one suffer. Peace, peace, peace. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us sing together, I've got peace like a river. All right, let's eat and have ice cream and drink coffee and tea and make a mess.
I thought we all had a great time.
Yes, and I hope you had some leftovers that you could eat.
Oh my God. Yes, he made enough meatballs. Definitely made.